If you've been procrastinating, constantly scrolling through your phone and struggling to motivate yourself to do the things that you need to do, then this video is for you. Breaking out of the cycle of laziness can be really difficult, but this is what I'm here for. In this video, we will talk about 10 habits that will help you exit that lazy era and embrace a more motivated, productive, and disciplined lifestyle. I want to start by saying that there is a difference between being lazy and being tired and exhausted and just needing rest. So that's a whole other topic. Today we're talking about what to do when you feel lazy. First of all, you need a reset. You need to say, okay, my lazy era is done. I am done being lazy. Stop identifying with laziness. Stop telling yourself that you are a lazy person, because then you will act exactly like a lazy person. So stop telling that to yourself. If you've been lazy in the past, that is fine, but you can move on. And you owe it to your future self to do better, to leave the past in the past and focus on the future. Also, don't beat yourself up for not having been super productive in the past. That is fine. Maybe you genuinely just needed the time to rest. But now it's time to reset, to refocus, and focus on the future and just leave that lazy era in the past. Now that we've committed to leaving the past in the past and focusing on our new and motivated and productive lifestyle, we need to keep in mind why we started, why we are doing this. Because let's be completely honest, being productive and getting stuff done is not always easy. There are moments where you need to say, okay, I need to sit down and work on this instead of watching Netflix, because that's what I promised myself I would do. I need to be self-disciplined, because self-discipline is a form of self-love, and I said I would do this. I cannot let myself down. Of course, it's not always fun to have to sit down and get work done, but there's a reason why we are on this journey and why we want to improve our lives. And we need to keep that in mind. Your future self will definitely thank you if you choose to be self-disciplined. And also, oftentimes it feels way worse to make excuses, to be lazy, to just sit around and procrastinate, then it feels to actually get the work done. When you start getting productive, when you start doing stuff, it feels so good because you know you're working towards your dreams, towards your dream life. You're making your past, current, and future self proud, and it just feels good. We cannot rely on motivation. I've said this in the past, I'll say it again and again and again. We cannot rely on motivation. Motivation comes and goes. It is so fleeting. If you're only productive and you look after yourself when you feel motivated to do that, you're not gonna do that a lot. You cannot just sit around and wait for motivation to suddenly appear in order to start working towards something or to go to the gym or to do whatever. You need to just start, because action creates action. Just get the ball rolling. Start with a small thing. You don't need to work out for 60 minutes. Just go to the gym for 10 minutes. Tell yourself, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna warm up. If 10 minutes have passed and I don't wanna stay, I can just go home. That's fine. You know, those 10 minutes of action are way better than nothing. They will help you do more things. After that, you may just stay at the gym for the full 60 minutes. Also, then you're gonna get home and maybe you're just gonna sit down and study and continue with this action because you already got that initial push. Honestly, those first 10 minutes are the hardest, and then it gets easier and easier. So action always creates action. If you don't know where to start with small actions. And stop telling yourself that if you're only gonna work out for 10 minutes or only gonna study for 10 minutes, then you might as well not do it. That is not true. 10 minutes is better than nothing, because really, would you rather partially succeed or fully fail? If you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe because I post a lot of videos like this. Also follow me on Instagram to get some peeks into my daily life and also some extra motivation. Our environment is so important. It is so important. I always notice a correlation between how my apartment looks and how I feel. If my apartment is dirty, I will feel not very organized, I won't feel my best. And then in turn, I will not clean. It's just like a negative cycle. We need to break that cycle. If your space is cluttered right now, that's fine. but break the cycle now. Get up and clean. It's gonna make the biggest difference. It's gonna make you feel put together. It's gonna make you feel organized. A clean space can make the biggest difference, and it's so worth it to spend some time taking care of our environment. This also means preparing our environment for the things that we want to do. If we know we want to study or work, then we need to clean our desk. We need to have our planner ready, to have some water there. Just be prepared and align your environment with the things that you need to do. On the same note, make things easier for you. You want to get back into your healthy routine, you want to get back to working out, to running, to whatever you're doing. Make it easy for you to get these things done. Prepare your gym clothes the night before, already pack your gym bag, just put everything ready to go, so you just have to get up, get ready, and leave. You don't need to make life harder for yourself by being unorganized and having like the absolute most difficulty getting to the gym or doing anything productive. What I also think makes life way easier is to have a schedule so that you can plan your workouts, plan your productive time, plan your study time, also plan your social time and your self-care time. Being prepared and being organized really makes it easy to be productive and to not be lazy and to do stuff. It also makes you feel like you've got your life together. And that is a good feeling. You know, it just feels good to feel like you're on top of things, that you can figure this out, that you got this. The days where I'm at my laziest are usually also the days where I just have not gotten a good start into the day. Our mornings can make the biggest difference. And I definitely feel the difference between a morning where I get up, I get some light in my eyes, I go for a walk, I go for a run, I go to the gym, I eat some nice breakfast, and then I get to work. And the days where I just wake up, I don't even open the blinds and I just lay in bed and scroll, which I really try to avoid because they're that bad. The way you start your morning makes the biggest difference throughout your day. So what I always try to do is to try to wake up early and get out of bed. Open the blinds, get some light in, for that circadian rhythm, and then just get going. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I could be going to the couch and journal. I could be going to the gym. I could be going outside. It doesn't matter. But I know I need to get out of that bed and I need to not take my phone and not scroll, and I need to get some light in my eyes. That is absolutely essential for a good start into the day. If we want to get productive, we need to know how to set priorities. Before even getting to work and getting stuff done, I always make a to-do list and I see what is the most important thing from that list. And then I start doing that. And I do it with no distractions. Sometimes I will use Pomodoro timers for this, sometimes I won't. Most of the time I will also listen to some lo-fi music, some classical music, anything that helps me be concentrated and focus on one thing. And it is so important to not break that concentration and to fully focus on your priorities and take them one thing at a time. If that means you have to throw your phone out the window, do that. If that means you need to hide your phone, give it to someone to hold it while you're getting your stuff done, honestly do that. It is worth it. You just need to focus so that you can work smarter, not harder, and get more things done in less time. Setting boundaries is always a good idea in any type of relationships, but especially in this context, I always feel like when I get into my lazy era, it's because I felt overwhelmed for a period of time. And then I get into this lazy era. And usually when I feel overwhelmed, it's because I've just said yes to too many things. And so I really try to embrace saying no, being a bit more selective with the things that I spend my energy and my time on. Sometimes you need to be selfish with your time and your energy, and you need to put yourself first and you need to say no to things. I love this concept of the joy of missing out because honestly, sometimes the thing you need the most is not to go out and to be absolutely exhausted by the end of it because you have no social battery left, but to just stay in and have a movie night with yourself, or like have a self-care night, or just read, or anything like that. And that's just something we need to embrace because the fear of missing out is real, but let's replace that with the joy of missing out. Because honestly, spending time alone can not only be like really nice and relaxing, but it's also essential. We need that to recharge. Don't sacrifice your healthy habits for the sake of time and being more productive in other areas. What I mean by this is sometimes, for instance, when you have exams or you're working and you get busy, it's so easy to say, I'm not gonna work out or I'm not gonna eat healthy because I'm having a busy time. But the truth is, those things that you do for yourself, those healthy habits like working out and eating healthy, they actually help you be more productive. They don't take time away from you, but they give you time because they give you energy. Healthy habits and self-care should definitely be a priority, and we don't need to sacrifice the things that make us feel good in order to be productive. We really need to keep in mind that consistency can look different on different days, especially when you're trying to get out of a more lazy routine and get into a more productive routine. Of course, there's a period of transition, and we cannot beat ourselves up if one day we're just tired, we don't have energy. It's fine. We need to cut ourselves some slack. Doing your best and being consistent can look different every single day. So do not give up if you just have a bad day or a bad week. Just most importantly, listen to yourself, take care of yourself. I know you got this. You can get into your productive routine. You can do anything you set your mind to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.